It's mine. Well, hello there, stranger. Ooh, you're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with. So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you, if that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Ooh, well, look at that. You're a blinking genius. I knew you were special. You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? Better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there? Big, scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged. I'm gonna present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life, from prow to stern. Now, if she's impressed, I get paid the big coin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller. Believe you me. Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts. Unsatisfactory. Clock watchers. I got some words for you. Sorry you had to hear that. Verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think back to the very beginning, the first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, all right? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then.
I'm too far back. I gotta scoot up.
I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it. The thing to remember.
And just
try to enjoy.
Hopefully I was not muted that whole time. So I'm using the wireless feature. I'm using my 3D Pulse headset. And using the Bluetooth to connect wirelessly. And when I was playing earlier, I had muted myself. And I don't think I ever turned the unmute button off. So I feel it now, and you should be able to hear me now. So, I did a whole introduction and everything, and y'all probably didn't hear me.
We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that?
Yeah, every time I'm blinking, that's pretty sweet when the thing comes up.
let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
You see that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave.
Day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess.
Okay, go ahead, kid. Look at that! There's your
1-year-old.
little hand.
We have to make him do this every birthday.
That's a great idea.
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you?
Huh. I'm basically a little kid.
Sounds good, honey!
I'm sending it to my mentor next week.
I thought he was naked. I was about to say, man.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like
Pop
about
star.
it?
Oh, I guess I'm popping these bubbles.
I like the music.
That's very specific.
I
I'm gonna try to
also
pop
like
all
the
of
person playing it.
Yeah. I'm worried that might have...
Oh. Oh. Didn't mean to skip it.
Look at his little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know.
Did I get a trophy?
Probably solving the problems of the universe.
Pop in the cloud.
So... No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot. Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
Dang, what should happen? Well,
Hey, we do not throw things in this house. If you're mad that you aren't good enough yet, you'll just have to keep working at it.
got it. And Beethoven.
See? That used to be my piano. My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it. God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first. I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything, though.
Okay, Benny.
Dang.
Are you
If I
ready to
blink,
see
I don't even
something
gotta be looking
really
at that little
special?
symbol. All I gotta do is just blink and
I
it
just don't want him to get attached.
sends me to like the next part.
Richard,
It's working
What?
flawlessly though.
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him. But
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember? There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good. Just one note different. But that one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels. little
Look at the
friend
cat.
on your piano there.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up. I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know.
Introduction
Which
to
I
biological anthropology.
very quickly lost.
Guess these are my parents. Pretty sure.
God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one?
On Egypt. No! I was trying to answer the question. I think I'm out of the play area, but I'm not even moving. I'm just like leaning. If I lean forward, say I'm out of the play area.
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean... Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning?
Man,
Are
that...
fine.
Why he pee right there?
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember?
He's
You know,
getting
I think
big.
he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Fake Apple computer.
This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit. You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. No such luck for me.
Oh man, I hate when I like progress and I do something on the side and I don't mean to skip it, but it does.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E.
I have to look where it's
You're off.
highlighted.
You're off, Ben.
Dang.
There you go, buddy. Okay, now
I
keep
like-
a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Al, so we can photograph you.
I'm just really behind right now.
Gosh, I don't want to blink.
Ernie, buddy,
Ernie!
Ernie.
Ernie, we need you!
God, no. What if you got eaten by a coyote?
Lost cat. Oh, he's lost.
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's boy.
And you're sure about that? I'm still not on...
What is that, puppies?
He keeps
What is
calling
that,
the
kittens?
grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong?
Are you able to pick up the new book? Yes. I meant manuscript.
Oh, yeah. That's what
I know, it seems
That's
impossible
haptic.
that you could ever play something so complex. But just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand. Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
Come on, this piano. Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Okay. 2 brackets on each side. 2 screws.
The quiz said find the 0, and he just drew an arrow
Yeah.
pointing to it.
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
This isn't my house. It's not my house. Right. Fall back, you fool. I'll have your heads. I'll feed them to the cat. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here. Yes, Mr. Camera Boy, I'm talking to you.
I'm walking. Very slowly, I'm walking.
Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe!
Oh shoot, I think I gotta go. But, try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to. But you can try. What?
Quiet, everyone.
I'm trying to have
Ready,
great
so
eye
play for
discipline
us.
right now to see what else I can do. But it's so hard when that little thing comes up.
Wow, L, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but
And I got contacts too, so it's
class
making
is
it
world
harder to
history.
like really blink.
My name is Mr. Isaac. The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units.
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
We're in the same class. What a coincidence. Please keep in mind that while we are at school, we don't know each other.
This is a
Do not
quote.
talk to me, ever.
I
Don't
want
quote.
each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space.
Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
Okay, now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course. Come on, baby. Help me out.
I ain't giving her the answer.
Come
We don't know
on,
each
Chloe.
other. I talk to me.
We're all waiting.
It's that people who are in the past.
On your own,
I tried
sister.
to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. The little guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that.
A
I
new
want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that.
president. Oh man. Shoot.
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys have become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
You are not my friend, by the way. Since you refused to help me in class, I decided our relationship...
Anybody want to know what you're talking about?
It's called a
Should've been taking
magnet
notes.
school. It's about an
What's
hour
it
away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good at something.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back?
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that. What was that? Was that the piece? What is going on with you? Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice. Oh my God. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet,
Hey,
and she's got...
Mr. Kid.
Yes, that's a she.
Over here.
The head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see, and the body of a hippopotamus.
Look at it.
Though I would not say that to her face. Now, as you
So
can
after my dad
see,
goes to sleep,
she
I'm
is
going
ready to
sneak out my house and go
devour
to sleep on the beach
any of the
if you want to
deceased who
invite.
do not pass
Draw me a
judgment.
picture of Mr. Alec for the gospel.
Sort of like me with your weekly quizzes.
Love weird neighbor kid.
So I am not quite sure why I don't hear more frantic scribbling right now.
I don't want to do that. You're not my friend. You're not my friend anymore. I don't want to go to the beach with you. It's too cold for it anyway. It's not even nice out here, like 50 degrees and windy. I think the game's gonna make me do it. Nope. Days until audition.
Why are you
1.
worried about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Days until audition.
Okay,
One day.
listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard, Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this with no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
Why is it not? Things are getting serious. Alright. Chloe.
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says.
I will try to sleep. I told you it's too cold, Chloe. No!
In your own time, Benjamin.
I had to keep my eyes peeled in this game.
Excited to hear.
Alright, here we go. Let's do the dang on thing.
Why, he's marvelous. How did you ever train such a young boy to play?
My eyes are getting dry. I had to.
If he doesn't let you in after that, I'm not even sure I'd want you at that school. And I could tell you were having so much fun up there.
I wish I could just look at that piece and skip it. I don't want to skip it, and I'll be skipping it by accident.
It's not a matter of him nailing it. He sounded like a professional musician at 11 years old.
That's your mother saying that. Yeah, she doesn't consider kids to be professional musicians.
Because they're not.
What are you talking about?
Performers, yes. Musicians? No. They are not musicians.
Destroyer Tour, Anaheim, July 81. I'm telling you, Ace Frehley was conjuring spirits.
You should have seen the look on that old jerk's face when he realized what he had on his hands.
You think he was impressed?
Richard! His dentures nearly fell out. His mouth was open
Yeah.
so wide.
I went to the beach anyway. It's too cold out here. I tried to tell y'all. We came to the beach anyway.
He sounded pretty good. That's all I'll say.
He sounds pretty goddamn prodigal to me.
How many beers have you had, Richard?
Just enjoy the beautiful night, will you?
Oh, I am. Believe me, I am.
We should do this more often.
Oh, trust me, I know. With summers like this, we should be doing this every
Oh,
night.
well, it's the summer. Hey, is warm. Mom
Why
says
don't we
warm,
do
so it
this
must be
every
warm now.
night? How do you know?
Well,
I know,
I do.
but no.
I have to listen to them.
I know. We're never going to be as smart as we are right now.
anyone ever told you the tendency of ruining the moment in the cutest way ever?
Yeah, you have.
Piss me off. You were so goddamn adorable.
And I'd find you adorable if only you didn't piss me off so much.
Hear that, Benny? Our entire relationship distilled into 2
Oh,
lines.
come on. I was joking. You never piss me off.
Well, that's a lie.
Listen, I know I can be tough, but you know I'm never actually mad at either one of you, right?
We know, honey. Trust us. We know. Okay, let's try some others. Johnny Ramone.
Pop icon, not a musician.
Jimmy Page.
Well, you'll obviously kill me if I don't say musician.
Oh, don't even start!
See, that's what I mean, musician. He's a musician.
Okay. Bob Dylan.
He's a poet.
It is unbelievable what kind of snob that you are. Listen to the Rolling Thunder Review. Listen to his gospel stuff. He's playing for his life.
You asked?
Is he turning? he building a sand castle or what is he doing? I think he is. What am I supposed to do now? I don't know what they want me to do. I'm just sitting here. Oh my gosh, what is that? What's my wire on? Oh shoot, yeah, my headset. I tried to get up. Why did they put it so low though? There we go. I have my my headset plugged up to my couch because it's charging. Only reason why I did that is so I don't have to use the Wow, look at that.
You don't have to
part.
open it right now if you don't want to.
What do you mean? Of course he wants to.
I just don't want him to feel pressure.
Sure. Open it whenever you want, sweetie.
Dear Benjamin, thank you for your interest in the Bertrand Conservatory of Music. Admissions committee has given careful consideration to your application.
What does it say?
Give him time to read it.
Why are you being silent, Ben? What's
Despite
it say?
an impressive audition performance, we regret we cannot offer you
Tell
admission
us
to our
once he's ready
cons.
to tell us.
What? Oh man.
We want
See,
him
I don't
from
like
school
that.
for a while, just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be
You
right
just
back,
not
Benny,
looking at
okay?
it and
Just
blink
maybe
like I'm
5
looking all up here like that. It still makes me skip.
It's a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know?
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Gosh. Give away.
Why isn't your son eating with us, Al?
No. You mean young Vincent? Well,
My drawings are getting better.
And
nice.
Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
Art school application question 3 in 2 short paragraphs describe what makes you want to pursue a career. Alright.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies! Oh.
That's pretty good. Nah, come on, man.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are. It's very zany, very kitsch. Lucky for you. There you go, Mr. Bryn. Feel each shape. Oh, you fiend!
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
Benjamin Bryan.
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
Wow.
Well, look at that. You've crumpled my contract.
I don't need
whatever you want, kid. Sure, you got talent. But what's talent? Okay, that's it. Get out of my office. You know I'd call security if I thought you were actually a threat. But what are you going to do? Paint me to death?
Yep.
To being a difficult artist, the best of us are. This is divine. So, now that you've...
Gotta be sweet wine.
Honey, stop. Is that Benjamin Bryan?
Oh my god. I think it is.
Of all places.
I bet you're happy you threw that contract in her face now. You didn't sell out, and you still got rich.
Yep. Benjamin Bryan, the young master, captivating. Bryan.
Important moment in your
Oh no. Oh shoot, I want to read that.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it.
Did not want to draw that.
Calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and well, I'm going to be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can...
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe was the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak. I think you all know who I'm talking about.
What?
Benny?
Go
on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. And there's You are a snake. You are a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you are a little...
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but, well, I'm just so happy that you did. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her. What's that? What's so fascinating, son? Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us.
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor. My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that. I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something? I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck. You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there you are.
Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go.
Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man.
Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea.
And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant.
How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could.
And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now, be honest here. Don't be...
Music became the only thing he truly cared about, even more than his first love, Chloe. And although he gave it everything he had, he was still rejected from the conservatory his mother desperately wanted him to attend. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You lucky barrels! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
spitting sap. You know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for. Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth. Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work.
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call? Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
What is it?
See, she knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
1 E and a 2 E and a 3. My sinuses would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused.
God, honey.
Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know.
Let's try this again. The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson.
that simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win. When we get back, let's make Dad up and go down. And I'd find you adorable.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
You know, we can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Try to speak a little softer.
I mean, what's the point? The point.
What do you mean? What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. It's okay.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs. You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this. I promise. You know what to do. Go ahead and blink.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear.
Music became the only thing he truly cared about, even more than his first love, Chloe. First love? Okay, Benny. Is that why you didn't sneak out with me? Why not just tell me? You do realize I waited for you out in the alley for like an hour, right? Ugh. So anyway, back to the story, I guess. He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. Man, you take your doodle seriously. I did not realize, but I respect it. I respect it. I do.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable. You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do. I can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you. Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. I mean, I'm certainly glad you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens. Really just very cool stuff, kiddo. You should be very proud, okay? Okay. Love you, buddy.
If he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking, just so you don't have to go to
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Keep playing, B. She's listening. Make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ern... hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey...
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But... Hey! What are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I want to give you something, but I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
It's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense.
It's okay, Benny, I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this clamp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now. You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready. Don't worry. We got this. I think.
I'll never mute myself. But this is a cool story. The story's kind of sad.
There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
What? I'm dead?
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year.
Yeah.
And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
I literally had my eyes closed that time. But then I want to skip that part.
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know what to do.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
Before your eyes. Wow. The game was at the end? It's gotta be. I just got a trophy that says, wow. Oh, it was a good story. My first PSVR2 stream of having a game and playing it from start to finish. The game is dedicated to my father, Rob.
And when you meet somebody, you're gonna feel the same way.
Our agent.
I do. I'm gonna say I love you.
I still feel kind of mad I was muted at the beginning of this. I had a whole dang on descriptive detail about the game.
When that
settings and all that. My freaking headset was muted. Oh yeah, I'm doing the wireless headset thing. I don't have it plugged in the opposite headset. Since that USB port is free, as of where my headset USB will go, I can save myself a wire. Instead of just hitting the button, the pass-through button to mute it, I was actually muting myself using the headset for the 3D pulse headset button.
And without him, you'll be thinking he'll have pictures in his wallet. There's a couple pictures of you laughing, ripped tied to raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering.
End credit song, Mesh. Hollywood. And that sucks, I died. It's pretty crazy how when I wrote that note it ended up, taking into effect of what I said later on. That's what they meant when they said that your decision, affects the story. This game got a platinum. Thank you for playing. Let's go to chapters. So all the chapters. So there is Greatest Life of Benjamin Brent. I was saying Benjamin Bryan. It's Benjamin Brent. 13 chapters. New game settings. Use eye detection, you can turn it off. Probably will happen if you want to get the full story, without cutting through anything. English, if you don't speak English, if you don't speak English, you probably won't be watching this, but it's got Spanish up here. You can put the subtitles up here, same languages. Sound and volume dial might mute. But yeah, that's about it. How long has it been streaming for? About an hour and 30 minutes. So this game is about an hour and 30 minutes. $14.99, $14.99 paid for. Pretty cheap game. All you're doing is blinking and sitting through a story. It's an emotional story, like I said. That's gonna do it. Review will be coming out soon. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out some of the PSVR2 playlists as well as PSVR1. And I will see you on the next video. Again, this is Before Your Eyes for PSVR2. And I am the Defender PSVR2. Catch you on the next video. See ya.